Hello everyone, welcome back to another match reaction. Arsenal have just beaten Girona 2-1, and to be honest, at the end of it we were quite lucky to get away with the win. I don't know what we were doing near the end, especially the last 20 minutes, but look, for me, I think this new format, whatever, it's been quite good. But for this game, I think the stats was like Arsenal were literally like 0.4% of being knocked out of the Champions League. So for me, I really didn't care about the result, okay? The only thing was the performance. I did want to see something a bit different, but for me, honestly, I didn't really care if Arsenal won or lost today because we were through to the knockout. Of course, if we win, we get to build up confidence, which was the main thing. But Arsenal were through regardless, unless what I think it was like a magical moment where unless we get destroyed like 7-0 or something, then Arsenal would be knocked out. But yeah, it was a game of a lot of rotations. We saw Jorginho come in, we saw Sterling, we saw Ethan, we saw Mika Marino come in, we saw Kivio, a lot of rotation, of course. We saw Neto. Now, the big talking point, there is two big talking points from the game. Firstly, if David Villa gets injured, we are finished. Because Neto is simply not good enough. Because that guy, oh my God, what on earth was he doing? The first goal, not only is he out of the box, and he's not out by a little bit, out by a lot. The guy almost tried making a save. He almost tried saving it. The clown thought he was still in the box and he dived to make a save. Luckily, he didn't touch it, because if he did, he would have been sent off by and got a red card. What the hell? We literally got rid of Ramsdale, and the same summer we go sign another Ramsdale. So the only thing, one of the most important talking points from this game is David Villa cannot get injured, because if he does, we are finished. And for me, I actually wanted to see how Pedro Neto plays. I thought to myself, surely he's not that bad. But Lord have mercy, if David Villa gets injured, we are going to be in a big issue. We're going to have big trouble. Yeah, second point, Ethan. Ethan, what a goal. What a player for a guy, like I say, he's 17 years old or 18. The way he's playing, the ball striking he has, he is, in terms of technical ability, one of the best in the team. And in terms of ball striking, he has better ball striking than half of our strikers do, half of our forwards do. That finish for that goal, what a finish. And that is what you call magic moments. Magic players, top players make moments for themselves, and Arsenal simply lack it. Saka is the only one from the top of my head that can create it, and now Ethan is another one where their top players can create moment of magic. Liverpool, Mohamed Salah, the top players, Vinicius Jr., Mbappe, these are what separates top players from average players, the ones that can create moments by themselves, and Ethan did that. The whole half, all we did was doing tap, tippy-tappy football, side to side. We needed someone to get the ball and take some action. We need someone to do something with the ball, and he did that. He gets the ball, goes past two defenders and slaps it left, bottom left. The keeper had no chance, and he's done these type of finishes. It's almost become his signature finish. He done it against Preston, and now he's done it again today in Champions League as well. Away, it was a massive goal, and he took us to I think we made it 2-1 at the time. So big moment for Ethan, and I think that's his new position. For me, I think he looks much better playing right wing compared to if he was playing right mid. Yeah, I just think because he plays on the right wing, when he plays right wing, he doesn't have to do that much of the defensive work. And I remember Wenger, when he was integrating a lot of the youth, getting good players in, from the academy, he used to put a lot of them on the wing just because there was less burden on them, defending and coming back. And I think that's what I think for now his best position is right wing. But look, apart from that, it was a very average performance, quite similar to Arsenal's most recent games. Just we need players to be more direct sometimes. It's just the same thing sometimes. It's just like we just need players sometimes to do something a bit more different sometimes, and I think Ethan did that today and he got the goal. In terms of other players, look, we have to talk about a few of them. Mika Marino, I was a massive fan of Mika Marino coming to Arsenal. I really thought he was the solution to that left-hand side. Technically a very good player, but Mika Marino, he's a player that confuses me so much. He's such a technical player. You can tell on the ball he's very good. Sometimes the passes he makes, you can see really good passes. Tall player. But for some reason, it just feels like, with him, he's always like just playing the pass too late sometimes, or he's just too slow with it. And sometimes today I was thinking get bodied by players half his size. I don't know how that works. For such a technical player, for a very secure player, you can tell he has a quality. It's just sometimes the execution of it, he takes too long on the ball, sometimes holds on it for too long. Sometimes he makes too many safe passes and maybe take a more riskier pass. I don't know, man. But I know he's a good player, but it's just sometimes the execution of it is sometimes the issue right now, because sometimes I'm watching the game and I forget he's playing. The game just goes past him. I don't know. I literally just don't know. Calafuri looked good. Jorginho steps up, takes a penalty. I think he should be the number one penalty taker for now. Arsenal. Raheem Sterling looked very sharp in the first half. Second half, I think he just died out. He had some moments. He gets a penalty at the end. Really should be scoring that for a player of his experience. But look, we all know what Raheem Sterling is, where he's at the stage of his career. I'm not expecting him to, beat 5 man, okay? 5 players and score top bins. But penalties, come on. Sterling, you should be scoring that. But yeah, he had his moment. He looked sharp in the first half, especially. Trossard, play striker up front, he was really quiet actually in the first half. I think second half he had some more moments. But yeah, of course, one thing that is the big elephant in the room about Arsenal right now is the Oli Watkins, who actually scored a goal today. I'll make a video probably on another day, probably tomorrow, and I'll just give my thoughts on it. But look, it's a signing. To summarize, it's a signing I would take. Whether it happens, I really doubt it. I don't think it's going to happen. But yeah, look, Arsenal through. That's the most important. We are through and we won. And it builds us some momentum for the most important game coming up in the season against Manchester City. But yeah, remember, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Let me know who the man of the match was. For me, I'll have to give it to Ethan. But yeah, let me know in the comments who your man of the match was, what you guys thought about the performance, were you guys happy with that? And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.